When you finally heard that the war was over, how did you feel, and where were you when you heard that the war was over?
I heard that the war was over um, when we were marching. The whole battalion was moving, kind of as a counterpunch. We attacked on the left, and then we attacked on the right. So we broke through on the left, and the Germans began to feel that they may be encircled or surrounded. So they began to move back. Uh, so they switched us from the left over to the right, and we tried to encircle them. So that's where I was in May. We were moving forward. We were running into various actions. They would leave a machine gun squad to hold us up while the rest of the men would uh, uh, would move on farther north to other positions that they had. So that's where I was and I felt extremely fortunate because uh, we had been online since August, and this was April and May, and there's only so long a period of time that you can be shelled or shot at without something bad occurring to you personally. You're being shot or injured. Uh, and several of my close friends in my outfit had been wounded or had been killed. Uh, and when you're going on the attack, you're very vulnerable to being shot or killed or injured. Um, so you begin to have these thoughts: is this my time? But it wasn't my time, and everything turned out okay. I got out of the war ended, and I hadn't been injured. I hadn't been wounded, um, and I just felt very fortunate.
What does the legacy of World War II mean to you?
Well, World War II was I'd say two things. There was a personal feeling. I knew from the very first. I had been drafted out of college. I was an advanced sophomore in college. I was having difficulty paying for my college education, tuition, room and board, et cetera, et cetera. I knew that after World War One, that the government did certain things for veterans, uh, and I knew that there would be some opportunities uh, for me to get certain scholarships. University of the state of Illinois gave me a tuition-free scholarship to the University of Illinois because I was a veteran. So there were going to be things that were, uh, if I could get out of this alive, that were going to be advantageous for me and my education and my life. Um, that was the first thought. How will it be for me? The second thought was this is wonderful as far as the fact that we defeated some very what's my word ferocious enemies. If you've seen any pictures of some of the horrible things that the Germans did, or some of the horrible things that the Japanese did, you know that things went very well for us. That we finally ended it. So this was good for America also. It's good for me. because this was going to facilitate my going back to college, helping me to pay for it, and the experiences that I had in foreign countries. I was in North Africa very shortly, and I spent most of my time in Italy, in Tuscany, in the northern part of Italy. Florence was I got to go to the University of Florence while I was waiting to be transferred to the specific theater of operations where we were still fighting Japan. Uh, there were some good things that happened to me personally. I got to go to Athens, Greece, and I jogged around the track where the first Olympics was held. The first modern Olympics was held back in 1896. So I ran a 50-yard dash by myself just to say that I had done this. So it meant various good things to me also.
Okay, thank you.